Welcome back to the Biker Show on Bush Radio 89.5. We are going to be chatting with Ulrich Klingenberg and Yukon Stewart. And these gentlemen are the members of Freestyle Factory, which is a stunt team that'll be competing in the XDL Stunt Championship out at the Killarney Raceway this coming weekend, which is actually the 29th and 30th. Hi, Ulrich.
Hi.
Hi, welcome to Bush Radio 89.5. You are with the Biker Show. Finally, we have you guys on air. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much for being with us. You guys are Freestyle Factory. Can you tell us what exactly is Freestyle Factory?
Well, Freestyle Factory is basically a sports bike freestyle stunt riding team. We are based out in the Vaal Triangle in Gauteng, but we perform shows all over the country. And basically now at the XDL competition, we're coming to Cape Town. So that's basically in a nutshell. The team consists of myself and Yukon. We've been a team for basically almost a year and a half now, but been going now for 4 years that we've been riding together. So yeah, that's basically Freestyle Factory.
That's absolutely awesome stuff. And you guys do all the extreme stunts on motorcycles. I understand you correctly.
Yeah, that's correct. That's
okay. What machines are you guys using?
Myself, Yukon is using a CBR 600 F4i, it's a 2001 model, and Ulrich is on the same machine as well.
Okay, what sort of what sort of modifications do you guys do to your bikes to be able to do the stunt work that you do?
Well, basically the basic modifications that you do is you put a bigger back sprocket on. The current sprockets we're running is 70 teeth at the back. Crash cages to protect the frame and the engine and so forth.
Okay.
And then you can go to handbrakes that control the brakes on your handlebars. You've got double calipers at the back to help with the braking, with dented tanks to sit in the tank, and small stuff for the motor. Put double fans on the radiators to keep them running cool and all sorts of stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so essentially what you're saying is your bike is purpose-built. It's built to allow you to have access to all the controls when you need them, regardless of the body position on the bike. Would that be fair?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, so what made you guys get into stunting? I mean, at which point do you decide, I'm bored with riding a motorcycle the way a motorcycle normally gets driven, and I'd like to now do something really strange?
Well, I've been riding since the age of 3, and
no wonder you got bored.
Been riding, and what essentially got us into riding is watching the guys overseas, seeing how they express themselves on the motorcycles through stunt riding.
Okay.
And it was never something that has been seen in South Africa, and we thought, it would be really cool for us to start doing that, and start expressing ourselves through stunt riding. I
just love that expression, expressing ourselves through stunt riding. I got this picture of you guys doing a ballet on your motorcycles, and I suppose it's not too far-fetched given some of the things I've seen in terms of the videos and things that you guys have out there. I'm curious, at which point does this become a competitive sport? Because I understand you're going out there and pushing yourself to the limit and probably hurting yourself trying to get these things right initially. At which point do you guys decide, hang on, I'm really good at this. I'm going to go out and we're going to set up a competition now, and we're going to challenge other people who also are challenged in terms of the fear gene?
Yeah, it's a hard one. We're pushing the envelope every single time we go out and ride. And for us, in South Africa, to grow stunt riding as a sport,
yes,
we saw the need to start competing.
Okay.
Companies and people in South Africa don't see stunt riding as a sport. They see us as a bunch of hooligans wasting our money,
right,
and destroying our motorcycles. And we want to change that perception,
right,
because this is actually a sport. I mean, overseas, in the USA, it is the fastest growing motorsport of last year.
Quite.
And we want that mentality to come through in South Africa.
Well, I found it interesting because the XDL Championship Series is the premier stunt riding championship in the world, and apparently it attracts competitors from all over, on all continents pretty much. So I'm just curious, what took so long for it to get to South Africa?
South Africa.
Yes. Go South Africa. Okay, fine. Shall we blame Gordon then?
It's Gordon speaking, sir. don't know.
Okay. No, look, at the end of the day, what I'm curious about is you guys go out, you spend a lot of money on your machines, you develop them and you build them in a way that they're really purpose-built to be able to do things that other people just dream of doing. And then you have to practice doing this. Now, what I'm curious is how much time do you guys actually spend perfecting these stunts? How often do you get them wrong, and how hard do you have to work to actually get them right?
Well, we basically try and ride as much as we can. For me, example, I have a day job, so I go and ride over weekends, and over weekends we ride for 4, 5, 6 hours on a Saturday and a Sunday to try and practice. But I mean, stunt riding is a big mental game, so you can go out and ride for an hour, but if your head's not in the game, you're going to fall a lot.
I get it.
Whereas you're relaxed and you enjoy yourself and you express yourself, you get the tricks faster than normal, but it takes a lot of time. People just think, we get on a bike and we can do what we do. That's not the case. We practice and we fall.
Okay.
That's what stunting is about.
I get that. Now, here comes the question. Things like tires, chains, drivetrain, suspension systems, those sorts of things. Do you guys get sponsored? Do you have companies out there that are providing you with the tools to allow you to do what you're doing?
At this stage, there isn't someone that help us with that as a full sponsorship. We really privileged. XDL South Africa has worked a deal for the championship series with Dunlop South Africa to give us preferential pricing on tires. So that takes a big load off of us. I mean, we can now actually afford decent tires at a good price, which really does help.
Okay, I was just curious about that because I looked through the program that you guys sent me, and I see that there's no such thing as standing burnouts. You guys do rolling burnouts, you do stoppies, you do wheelies, you do all sorts of acrobatics on your motorcycle, and I was just wondering, what sort of cost is there in terms of keeping these machines running and keeping you guys together? What sort of medical coverage do you guys have?
We've all got good medical aid. That is for damn sure.
Okay.
So we actually don't really want to tell the medical aides what.
Okay, I get it.
So.
I get it. I just take it that whenever you do hurt yourself, it's a bee sting or something like that just happened across.
Fall out of a tree or something.
Guys,
that's serious.
That's absolutely great. So you guys are flying into Cape Town on Thursday, are you?
We're actually travelling down Thursday evening.
So
we'll arrive in Cape Town on Friday afternoon, ready for the practice session on Friday at the racetrack.
Okay, so you arrive on Friday and you go straight into work, basically.
That's
how it works.
We arrive Friday. We've got open practice from 12 o'clock at the racetrack, so we'll be practicing until the track closes, which is good for us. Gives us a feel for the air pressures and stuff like that on the motorcycle, and the place that we're going to be riding on, the tar. And then once we finish Friday with practice, early night in bed, early up Saturday morning for a full day's competition. That
is absolutely awesome. And congratulations to the two of you, because I note that Yukon took first place in round 1 and Ulrich took third place in round 1. Is that correct?
That's correct. Thank you.
Absolutely awesome, guys. We sincerely hope that you grow from strength to strength. What is the entry? Do you know what entry fee is for the championship series at Killarney?
We are running hand in hand with the Super Drift guys.
Okay, so the entry to the so
every rand gets you in, and it gets you to the Super Drift and the XDL Stunt competition. So it's a double header.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, and then you guys, and this is round 2. So from here you go to, what is it, Dekkie at Port Shepstone, is it?
That's correct.
Desi.
In KZN.
Okay, so you go to Port Shepstone, and then from there to Aldous Grabunty at Port Elizabeth for round 4. Have you guys decided where round 5 is going to be yet?
We're still in talks with the Drift guys.
Okay.
Because they have got a surprise rider coming out, and we want to ride with this chap.
Okay.
So everything depends on him getting visas and getting his vehicle out this
Understood.
way. Understood. So round 5 is been finalized
yet.
No.
Guys, look, we'd like to wish you every success with this venture. We hope that it grows from strength to strength. I know of at least 30 guys down in the Western Cape who would just love to get involved in something like this. So we will certainly be in touch with you guys shortly. For anyone who does want to enter this competition, might be a bit late at this point, but who wants to enter competitions like this, can we just send them your details, or how do we do this?
Yes, you can send it to the Freestyle Factory Facebook, or XDL Facebook, or XDL email.
Okay. And is it too late to have new entries in the competition at this point? Are they just too far behind, or?
No. Anybody's welcome at any time. We do have the day visitors. We are busy working on accreditation with MSA.
Awesome stuff.
For all their coverage. So yeah, anytime.
Absolutely
Everyone's
awesome.
welcome.
Awesome stuff, gents. Thank you very much, Ulrich, Yukon, and Gordon. Thank you so much, guys. We wish you every success with your venture on the 29th and 30th of April, and this is at the Killarney Raceway out in Cape Town. Guys, thank you very much for chatting to us. Sorry it took so long to get you on air, and we hope to chat to you guys real soon. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks, Lloyd.
Cheers, guys. Thanks, man.
There.
Cheers, man. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so that was Ulrich, Yukon, and Gordon. And Ulrich and Yukon are in the top of the leaderboard, basically, for the stunt championships. It's the XDL South Africa Stunt Championship Series. So if any of you out there are interested in doing some stunting, you have an opportunity to go out to the Killarney Raceway on the 29th and 30th, and 80 Rand will get you in. Right now, guys, it is time for our resident DJ.
DJ Ulrich, live in the mix on Bush Radio 89.5.